On weekday mornings, Mira woke before her alarm, not because she was disciplined or ambitious, but because the building's old pipes hummed softly at dawn, a sound she'd come to associate with beginning again. She lay still for a moment, noticing the pale light on the ceiling, the weight of the day hovering but not yet heavy. Her life looked ordinary from the outside. She worked as an administrative coordinator at a mid-sized nonprofit, a job that required steady attention and offered modest praise. She answered emails, organized calendars, solved problems small enough to fit between coffee breaks. The work mattered, though it didn't always feel like her work. She used to imagine something more creative, something that came with a clear sense of calling. Now, at 36, she imagined reliability instead. On the bus ride downtown, Mira watched familiar streets slide past, the bakery opening its doors, the same man walking his aging dog, a mural half faded by sun and time. These details grounded her. She reminded herself that noticing was a kind of participation. She didn't have to change the world before 9 a.m. At the office, she greeted co-workers with the warmth of shared routine. There was Theo, who forgot his lunch twice a week, and Janine, who brought in oranges and insisted everyone take one. Mira liked being the person people came to when something needed untangling. It made her feel useful in a quiet, unflashy way. Still, during slower moments, her mind drifted to the notebook in her bag, the one where she wrote essays she rarely finished. She hadn't shown them to anyone. They felt private, unfinished, like thoughts not ready to stand up. After work, she often stopped by her mother's apartment. Her mother moved more slowly these days, but her voice still carried energy. They cooked simple dinners together, shared neighborhood news, laughed at reruns they'd both seen too many times. Mira sometimes worried she was standing still while others moved ahead, but with her mother, the rhythm felt right. Care wasn't a detour from life, it was life. One evening, her friend Lena invited her for tea. They'd known each other since college, back when everything felt possible and overwhelming at the same time. Lena had taken risks, moved cities, changed careers, and Mira admired her for it. Over steaming mugs, Lena asked gently, "Are you happy?" Mira considered the question longer than expected. "I think," she said slowly, "I'm learning how to be." Lena smiled, not pressing further. That was the kind of friendship they had now, room for unfinished answers. Later that night, Mira sat by her window, notebook open. She didn't write anything ambitious. She wrote about the bus ride, the oranges at work, the way her mother hummed while chopping vegetables. She wrote without judging whether it was good or important. The act itself felt enough. Days passed. Some were tiring. Some blurred together. But there were moments, small and almost invisible, when Mira noticed a shift. She spoke up in meetings more often. She submitted one essay to a small online journal, then tried not to think about it. She allowed herself rest without turning it into failure. One Saturday morning, she woke to rain tapping gently against the glass. No alarms, no plans. She made coffee, stood barefoot in the kitchen, and felt an unfamiliar ease. Her life wasn't the one she'd imagined years ago, but it was real and responsive. It asked for her attention, not her perfection. Mira understood then that growth didn't always announce itself. Sometimes it arrived quietly, disguised as consistency, as showing up, as choosing to stay present in a life that unfolded slowly, thoughtfully, one ordinary morning at a time.